Life doesn't always give us second chances, and often, the window of opportunity to transform our existence is far shorter than we think. Today, I want to invite you on a journey that will take only 60 minutes of your time, but has the potential to change your life forever. 60 minutes that could be the most significant hour you've ever invested in yourself. You might be wondering, can an hour really change my life? The answer is an unequivocal yes, if you choose to embrace it fully. In these 60 minutes, you will not only learn how to set your life on a new course, but also how to unlock the power that has always been within you, waiting to be awakened. It's not about magic or empty promises. It's about tapping into the potential you've always had and making a conscious decision to act on it. The truth is, most people drift through life, going from day to day without ever truly considering the power of a single moment. We wait for the right time, for circumstances to be perfect, or for a sign from the universe to tell us it's okay to begin. But the reality is this: there is no perfect time, there is only right now. This very hour is your chance to declare to yourself that you are ready for more, that you are no longer willing to let fear, doubt, or excuses dictate your life's path. In these 60 minutes, we will break through the mental and emotional barriers that have held you back. We will dig deep and uncover what truly matters to you, what drives you, what excites you, and what you have been yearning to become. We will turn vague dreams into clear, actionable goals, and we will ignite the spark that will propel you forward. But this hour is not just about setting goals and making plans. It's about transforming your entire mindset, shifting from someone who reacts to life to someone who creates it. Because once you understand that you are the architect of your destiny, everything changes. The habits you build, the people you choose to surround yourself with, and the actions you take, all of these flow from a place of conscious intention. I want you to imagine, for just a moment, what your life could look like if you decided today, right now, to step fully into your potential. Imagine waking up tomorrow morning with a sense of excitement, clarity, and purpose. Imagine no longer feeling trapped by your past mistakes or paralyzed by fear of the future. Imagine finally becoming the person you've always known you could be. This is what these 60 minutes are about. A declaration that your life is worth more than mere existence. A promise to yourself that you will no longer settle for anything less than your absolute best. A commitment to take ownership of your destiny and to shape your life into something extraordinary. So, are you ready? Let's begin the 60 minutes that will change your life forever. The first 20 minutes, awaken and set clear goals. As you take your first step into this journey of transformation, I want you to pause and take a deep breath. Let this breath serve as a symbol, a fresh start, a moment of clarity, and an invitation to embrace the power within you. These first 20 minutes are not just about listening. They're about awakening. They're about reconnecting with the deepest parts of yourself that have long been buried under the noise and clutter of daily life. In these first moments, it's essential to recognize one truth. Everything begins with awareness. You cannot change what you refuse to see. So I want you to become acutely aware of where you are in your life right now. Close your eyes if you need to. Ask yourself, am I truly living the life I want? Or have I settled for a version of life that feels safe, familiar, yet unfulfilling? This self-honesty is the first key to transformation. Far too often, we're taught to ignore our discomfort, to sweep our dissatisfaction under the rug and pretend that everything is fine. But deep down, you know the truth. You know when something is missing. You know when your soul is craving more. And the sooner you acknowledge that, the sooner you can begin to move in a new direction. So in these opening minutes, I challenge you to be radically honest with yourself. No more pretending. No more excuses. If you feel lost, acknowledge it. If you feel like you're not living up to your potential, admit it. This honesty isn't meant to bring you down. It's meant to liberate you. Because once you're honest with yourself, you can begin to ask the most important question of all. What do I truly want? Take a moment to consider that question deeply. Strip away the expectations of others. Let go of what you think you should want. Instead, focus on what your heart has been whispering to you all along. Maybe it's the desire to pursue a career that excites you, rather than one that simply pays the bills. Maybe it's the longing to create art, to write, to sing, to build something that matters. Or maybe it's the yearning for a life that feels free, unshackled from obligations and fears that no longer serve you. Don't rush this part. Let your mind wander. Let your imagination paint a picture of the life you want to create. Because if you don't know what you want, you'll be forever drifting, living someone else's life, chasing someone else's dreams. But when you know what you want, everything changes. You stop moving aimlessly, and you start moving with intention. Now, let's take this even further. Once you've identified what you truly want, it's time to give it form. Dreams that stay in your head remain nothing more than fantasies. But when you write them down, they become goals, tangible, real, and achievable. So I want you to take out a notebook or open a new document. Write down the clearest, most vivid version of your dream. Don't worry about how it will happen yet. Just focus on what you want. Write as if you're describing it to someone who has never met you before. Be as detailed as possible. If you want to start a new career, describe what it looks like. If you want to travel, describe where you'll go and what you'll experience. If you want to transform your health, describe how you'll feel, how you'll move, and how you'll glow with vitality. This exercise is not just about dreaming. It's about committing to the possibility that your life can be exactly what you envision. As you write, notice how you feel. Maybe there's a surge of excitement, or maybe there's a flicker of doubt. Both are natural. The excitement is your spirit recognizing the truth of your desires. The doubt is the echo of all the voices that have told you you can't. Let those voices be there, but don't give them power. Doubt is just a shadow. Your dreams are the light. With your vision now written down, it's time to anchor it even deeper. Close your eyes again and picture it in your mind. Imagine yourself living that life. See it in vivid color. Feel the emotions that come with it. The pride, the joy, the freedom. Let these emotions wash over you, because emotions are the fuel that will drive your actions. When you feel it in your body, you begin to believe it's possible. In this first 20 minutes, you've taken a crucial step. You've awakened to your truth and declared what you truly want. But I want you to understand something deeply. This is not just about making a list or daydreaming. It's about setting a clear and powerful intention for your life. Intention is like a compass. It guides your decisions, your actions, and your energy. Without it, you're lost at sea, drifting wherever the currents of life take you. But with it, you have direction. You have purpose. Before we move on to the next part, I want you to take a moment to make a promise to yourself. Say it out loud if you can, or whisper it quietly. I promise to honor my vision. I promise to take this hour seriously. I promise to show up for myself fully because my life is worth it. This promise is not just words. It's a declaration of your commitment to growth and change. It's a signal to the universe and to yourself that you are ready to claim the life you deserve. As we conclude these first 20 minutes, I want you to remember this. You are more powerful than you've ever been told. Within you lies the potential to create a life that excites you every morning and fills you with gratitude every night. And it all begins right here, right now, with the decision to awaken and to set your goals clearly. So take one more deep breath. Feel the energy of possibility in the air. Know that you are exactly where you need to be. And get ready, because in the next 20 minutes, we'll turn these dreams into a concrete, unstoppable plan of action. The next 20 minutes, create a powerful action plan. Now that you've awakened to your deepest desires and written down your vision, it's time to turn that vision into a plan of action. Because while clarity of purpose is powerful, it's action that will take you from dreaming to living. These next 20 minutes are about bridging the gap between who you are today and who you want to become. Let's start by looking at the gap itself. I want you to ask yourself, what stands between me and the life I want? It might be fear. It might be a lack of skills or resources. It might be habits that no longer serve you. Whatever it is, name it. Don't be afraid to see it for what it is, because clarity is your greatest ally. Once you see the gap, the next step is to break it down into manageable pieces. Too often, we become overwhelmed because we see the end goal, a mountain so high it seems impossible to climb. But mountains are not conquered in a single leap. They're conquered step by step, one foot in front of the other. And so it will be with your dreams. Take your written vision and break it into smaller, actionable steps. If your dream is to write a book, your first step might be to write just 1 page a day. If your dream is to start a new business, your first step might be to research your market or register your domain name. If your dream is to transform your health, Your first step might be to swap one unhealthy meal for a nourishing one. These small steps might seem insignificant on their own, but together, they build momentum, and momentum is everything. So right now, make a list of the first 5 steps you can take toward your goal. Don't worry if they're small. In fact, small is good. Small steps build confidence, and confidence fuels bigger action. When you take a step, no matter how small, you tell yourself, I can do this. And that belief compounds over time. As you create your action plan, remember to be specific. Vague intentions like, I want to be healthier, or I want to make more money, won't get you anywhere. Instead, be clear and precise. I will walk for 30 minutes every morning. I will save $50 every week. I will read for 20 minutes every day. The clearer your plan, the easier it is to follow. Next, I want you to schedule these steps. Don't just write them down and forget about them. Assign a time and date to each action. Put them in your calendar, set reminders, whatever it takes to make them real. Because a goal without a deadline is just a wish. But a goal with a deadline is a promise to yourself. And as you schedule these actions, make sure to prioritize them. The reality is, life is busy. There will always be distractions and competing demands on your time. That's why you must protect your dreams as if they're the most precious thing in your life, because they are. Treat these action steps as non-negotiable appointments with your future self. Show up for them the way you would for the most important meeting of your life. But even with a solid plan, there will be moments when doubt creeps in, moments when you'll be tempted to quit. That's why the next part of your plan is to anticipate the obstacles. Think ahead. What challenges might I face? What fears or limiting beliefs might try to stop me? Write them down too. Acknowledging them doesn't make you weak, it makes you prepared. Once you've identified the obstacles, write down at least one strategy to overcome each one. For example, if you know you tend to procrastinate, your strategy might be to set a timer and commit to working for just 10 minutes. If you know you get discouraged by negative self-talk, your strategy might be to create affirmations that you repeat every morning. If you know you struggle with discipline, your strategy might be to find an accountability partner or join a supportive community. These strategies are your armor, your way of staying strong when the going gets tough. Another key element of your plan is to build habits that support your goals. Because real change doesn't come from a single burst of effort. It comes from the things you do consistently, day after day. So I want you to think about the habits that will move you closer to your dreams. Maybe it's waking up an hour earlier. Maybe it's spending 30 minutes each day learning a new skill. Maybe it's saying no to distractions that drain your energy. Don't try to change everything at once. Focus on one habit at a time and give it your full attention. Once that habit becomes part of your routine, add the next one. Over time, these small shifts will add up to massive change. As you put this plan together, remember that it's not just about checking off boxes. It's about aligning your daily actions with your bigger vision. Every step you take, no matter how small, is a step closer to the life you want. So treat each one with the respect and dedication it deserves. Before we close these 20 minutes, I want you to do one final exercise. Visualize yourself following through on this plan. Picture yourself waking up each day with a sense of purpose. Picture yourself taking those small steps, feeling the satisfaction of progress, and watching your life begin to change. Feel the pride, the excitement, the joy of knowing you're creating your future with intention. Because here's the truth. You are the only person who can create the life you want. No one else can do it for you. And in these next 20 minutes, you've laid the foundation for that creation. You've turned your dreams into a plan, your vision into a set of actions. Now, it's time to move forward with confidence, knowing that you have everything you need to succeed. As we prepare to enter the final 20 minutes of this hour, I want you to remember this. You have already begun. You have woken up to your truth. You have set your intention. You have crafted a plan. And now, you're ready to ignite the energy and determination that will carry you through. So take one more deep breath. Feel the power that's building inside you. And get ready, because in the next 20 minutes, we're going to unleash your unstoppable energy and commitment. We're going to turn your plan into action, your fears into fuel, and your dreams into reality. The final 20 minutes. Activate your energy and commitment. We've arrived at the final stretch of this powerful hour. In the last 40 minutes, you've awakened to your true desires, crafted a clear vision for your future, and built a solid action plan. Now, it's time to bring it all to life, to take the energy of your dreams and turn it into an unstoppable force of action and commitment. As we enter these last 20 minutes, I want you to realize that this is the moment when everything changes. This is where you stop planning and start doing. This is where you shift from thinking about your future to stepping into it, right now, in this moment. Let's start by tapping into the energy that lives inside you. I want you to close your eyes, if you can, and take a deep breath. Feel the power of that breath. It's the same power that fuels your heartbeat, your thoughts, your dreams. That energy is yours. It's always been yours. It's the fire that can carry you through any challenge, any obstacle. Now, bring to mind the vision you wrote down earlier. Picture it in the most vivid, colorful way you can. Feel the excitement of living that life. Let that excitement surge through your body. Let it fill every cell, every nerve, every breath. Because energy is the currency of action. Without it, even the best plans fall flat. As you feel that energy, I want you to make a decision, right here, right now. Decide that you are committed to this path. Not halfway, not maybe, if it's convenient, but fully committed. Tell yourself, I am all in. I will do whatever it takes. Because when you make that kind of decision, the universe listens. Opportunities appear. People and resources you never imagined start to come your way. But it all begins with you, your decision to go all in. Commitment means more than just wanting something. It means backing it up with consistent action. It means showing up every single day, even when it's hard, even when you're tired or scared or unsure. Because real change doesn't happen overnight. It happens through the small, daily choices you make. Each one builds on the last, creating momentum that carries you forward. I want you to remember that commitment isn't a feeling, it's a decision. There will be days when you don't feel like it, days when doubt creeps in, days when you wonder if it's worth it. And on those days, your feelings might try to pull you off course. That's when you lean into your decision. You remind yourself why you started. You reconnect with the vision you've created, and you take the next step, no matter how small. As you move forward, it's also essential to protect your energy. Energy is precious. It fuels your actions, your creativity, your resilience. So be mindful of what drains it. Let go of the habits, the people, the environments that pull you away from your goals. Surround yourself with those who lift you up, who challenge you to grow, who believe in your vision even when you forget. And don't forget to take care of yourself along the way. Rest, nourish your body, and nurture your mind. Because you are the source of your own power, and when you're strong, your dreams become unstoppable. Now, I want you to do something bold in these final minutes. Take one immediate action toward your goal. Don't wait until tomorrow. Don't wait until next week. Right here, right now, do something. Send that email. Make that phone call. Write the first page. Sign up for the course. Take the first step, however small. Because action creates momentum, and momentum is what turns dreams into reality. As you take that action, I want you to anchor it with a mantra, a phrase that will remind you of your power and commitment. It could be as simple as, I am unstoppable, or I am creating the life I desire, or I am capable of achieving anything I set my mind to. Choose a phrase that resonates with you and repeat it often. Let it become the soundtrack of your life, the voice that carries you forward. As we near the end of this hour, let's take one final look back. In just 60 minutes, you have done something extraordinary. You have awakened to your dreams, crafted a vision that excites your soul, built a plan of action, and committed to seeing it through. You have proven to yourself that you are capable of more than you ever imagined. But here's the most important truth of all. This hour is just the beginning. It's the spark. The real magic happens when you take what you've created here and bring it into your daily life. When you show up for yourself, day after day. When you keep taking those small steps, even when the path isn't clear. Because every great achievement in history was built on a series of small, courageous actions, just like the ones you've committed to today. So as we close this final 20 minutes, I want you to carry this energy with you. Carry the excitement, the clarity, the determination. Let it be the fuel that lights your path forward. And whenever you doubt yourself, remember this moment. Remember the power that's inside you. Remember that you have already taken the first step, and that means you can take the next one, and the next one, until you've built a life that reflects the fullness of who you are. Take one last deep breath. Feel the power in your body, the energy in your mind, the fire in your soul. You have everything you need to create the life you desire. You are the architect of your destiny. You are the creator of your dreams. Now go out and live it.